What's the good word, y'all? DKB here. So we have the combine kicking off this week. We have four very important events going on outside of the combine itself that we need to know about from a New York Jets perspective. So the most important one is that Derek Carr will be flying to Indianapolis today, and he plans on meeting with three teams. The New York Jets are one of those, and this will be our second uh, official, unofficial visit, however you want to look at it, where we could really potentially look to lay the groundwork and the framework for a contract with him. If we want to pursue him, this may be the best time to officially let him know, like, we want you to be our guy. Here's what we're willing to offer, and see what ends up happening. Now, there's a few other things with that, right? He's also meeting his second visit with the Saints. He's also conducting his first meeting with the Panthers. And we know the NFC is going to be an easier division than the AFC for one. So that's already a huge plus in their belt. We also know, obviously, the NFC is going to be weaker, but more specifically for that Panthers franchise, their division isn't necessarily as strong as it's been before. So he could have a prime opportunity to fall into an easy playoff entry if he joins the Panthers. Also, Frank Reach, and this has been touched on a few times, he's a very religious person as well. Derek Carr has a lot of strong ties in religion as well. And so that could kind of be the deciding factor maybe for him in terms of being comfortable in wherever new destination he chooses. Now, in terms of his contract negotiations, there's been reports that he may not necessarily see the 35 million he's asking, and that may have been on the high end just to kind of prep himself. But from what we're hearing, he can fall anywhere in the 30 to 35 million range. And so it'll be nice if he does actually come in a little bit cheaper. Every extra dollar that we can save in cap space will be money that can be stored in an emergency fund in case injuries hit us again. Going out there and be able to find a little bit more of a high caliber free agent that's out there, setting aside money for the draft class, etc. So a lot of excitement there. I'm really hoping that we hear, the early indications of what a potential contract we would offer him would look like, but we'll see what happens. One of the other most important things is going to be Aaron Rodgers. We know that he's supposed to be uh, guest starring on the Pat Mcafee Show. It's Tuesday. That's supposed to go down. We know, at least as of now, there's been no decision made and reported to the Packers that at least has come back to us. So Aaron Rodgers, and I've been hearing that there's quite a bit of ego with them and bravado and all of these other things that come with Aaron Rodgers in his career. He could look to make a decision on the Pat McAfee Show, something that'll blow away a lot of pretty much every team in the NFL that's going to be interested in him. And it could be a strong signal that maybe his ties to the Packers aren't as strong as what everybody believes, which would open up the window for him to join the New York Jets. Also, all the cards are in the deck for him, so he could potentially lower trade value for us as well on our way to acquire him. Now, tying all of that into everybody else is the fact that we also have two important press conferences going on by Packers general manager Brian Gutenkunst and then our general manager Joe Douglas that'll go down today as well. And both of those press conferences can go a long way into understanding maybe what the quarterback hierarchy for us looks like, who's the main target, where are we at. I find it interesting that there's 19 quarterbacks reported by Zach Rosenblatt that we could be investigating and reviewing to see who's going to be the best natural fit for this offense that Nathaniel Hackett wants to run. So it's going to be a crazy week. Keep in mind, I have a fun fifth important thing to know about the scouting combine. The New York Jets coaching staff is not going to be in Indianapolis. There's a couple members, and I don't think there's anything necessarily high ranking assistant coaches that are supposed to be helping with some of the events and setting up. But Robert Saleh, Nathaniel Hackett, Zach Azani, all of our key guys, they're still going to be back home in New Jersey working on trying to get us the best roster that they can. So I wouldn't expect a lot of stuff in terms of who the New York Jets are highly reviewing for the combine. This isn't even necessarily anything surprising per se. We did the same thing last year where we really wanted to focus on the free agent class and we nailed it. So this may be the formula we can expect moving forward. Also, we're seeing more and more players just really come for testing, medicals, interviews, and then they're waiting for their pro days to really go out and do anything anyway. So seems like a very productive use of time. But let me know what your guys' thoughts are. Potential Aaron Rodgers decision, no coaching staff in Indianapolis for the most part. General manager press conferences going on today and Derek Carr interviews. So appreciate you guys watching. I'll catch you again. Peace.